Hi, this is Alicia Humphreys, and we're continuing our discussion of who we are and how we can come to see who we really are. And can you really see who you are? Have you seen who you are? And I want to continue the photograph analogy that I started in the first video and take it a little bit further. We were originally talking about how sometimes we just look at the negatives of the photo of who we are. We have this negative picture of who we are that we've gathered from the input from our surroundings and our environment, and the people around us, and experiences that we've had. And sometimes we take the negatives and we put them up on the wall and we believe that that's who we are, even though that's totally inverted, an inversion of the truth. The true colors aren't there, and it's just not true to life. It's not true to who we really are. And we talked about the process of development of the film and how sometimes we're taken into darkness and we're exposed to the elements and we are exposed to things that are uncomfortable for us that refine us and bring out and transform those dark colors into light, and they bring them out so that we can see them and we can see the picture more clearly, more like it really is. So once we've done that, we get our proofs back, we get our prints, and they look like us. They look positive. Those are the positive prints as opposed to the negatives. Those are the ones that we hopefully like to hang on our wall. But even those proofs, I'd like to talk about proofs for a minute. Because are those pictures really who we are? Is the picture on the wall of you who you are? Is it alive? Is it you? No, it's not you. It's a piece of paper with ink on it. And it's not worth any more than that piece of paper beyond the worth that you put on it. Yes, there's sentimental value, how you feel about it. That's the worth that we put on those pictures. But that's not you. There's no life in that picture. And if that picture is destroyed, are you destroyed? Do you cease to live if that picture was burned up and thrown in the trash? No, you would still cease to live. You would still go on living, I'm sorry, because our life is inside of us and not in the pictures that we have of ourselves. But many of us go through our lives believing that if we get more proof, more pictures to put up showing us in a good light from the success that we have with our family or with our job or from money or whatever it is that you look to prove to yourself that you are enough, then that will mean something about you, who you are. That will mean that you are successful, that you are worthy, that you are light and not darkness. But those pictures are not who we are. Many times we start believing that we are those pictures that we've gathered from around us so much, we believe it so much that if someone takes those pictures and say we make a mistake or experience a failure instead of success, or say someone who loves us withdraws their love or says something bad about us, it's like someone took a match to our picture of who we are and they turn it to ashes, and we all of a sudden believe that our worth or a piece of our worth and value is also being destroyed. We feel attacked and we feel hurt, and we feel like we must be that darkness and ashes. That must be true about us, and that we must be less. That we're not really beautiful or colorful or light filled beings that we are. But all we would have to do is to go look in the mirror and see that we are still here. We are very much alive. We're in color. We're living. We're not darkness and we're not ashes. Even if one of those pictures goes up in smoke, even if we lose everything that we had previously looked to show us who we are. And I believe that God has the possession of that mirror that we need to go look in order to really see who we are. Because He created us. He's the only one who really knows who we are. He's the only one who's ever really seen what's inside of me and what's inside of you. The people around you do not have a clear picture of who you are. You don't have a clear picture of who you are until you go to Him and ask Him to show you that mirror. And I've learned that when we go and ask Him, we have to be willing to accept that all the things that we thought about ourselves, all these things that we put on ourselves and said, this is me, this is who I am this, I am that. We have to be willing to let go of those things in order to really be able to look in that mirror and see what He has to show us. But I also believe that it doesn't have to be a scary thing to ask Him, because you will find that you are more loved and more valued and more perfect and powerful and beautiful than you ever imagined. And He is so willing to show you that. And I know that because He has shown me when I've been willing to go and ask Him and had the courage. And I know that no matter how long your roll of negatives is, no matter how much ugly, dark feedback you've gotten in your life from your experiences or the people around you or from the mistakes that you've made, no matter what, you are of infinite and precious worth to Him, and He will show you that. He will not hold back if you will not hold back in going and asking Him. And I invite you to just have the courage to ask. Go and ask Him and listen. Take the time to be really quiet and listen for as long as it takes, because it is so worth it to just know who you are. And I guarantee you, you will be amazed and transformed by the answers if you let them come. Thank you.